It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a win against Toronto, and they finished that one out up 4. Competitive, but ultimately they prevailed.
The fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. Boy, was that a battle, and it turned out to be a real gritty win for them.
And they had to scrape and claw just to get themselves back into the game and into overtime, but they really kept their composure in the extra 5 minutes, and it paid off for the win.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Mavericks, Smith Jr. runs the point with Matthews at his side. They're the backcourt. Dirk is the 4 with Noel manning the middle, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. They shoot again, and a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Barnes has got the opening bucket of the night here for Dallas. And for the Mavericks, clearly the rebuild, Greg, has begun.
Yeah, but they made good use of their picks. They brought in more youth and signed their building blocks. Franchise isn't used to rebuilding, but they are approaching it, I think, the right way.
Here's Smith following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Barnes outside from 13, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Vucevic with the bucket.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Noel passes to Nowitzki, and he banks in the layup. Nowitzki's got his first 2 points.
A guy who converts well at the rim, you like to see the aggression there.
Yeah, it's the first quarter, and he's already in attack mode, setting the tone right here. Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
There's a screen by Noel. Walker against Smith. Nowitzki kicks to Matthews. Just 5 on the clock. The shot's good. The Knicks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Walker goes in, and the rejection by Noel.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively. A lot of guys have great vision, but they're not always willing passers. Not the case with Smith. Very unselfish and aware of keeping his teammates involved.
Here's Matthews, and Matthews throws it down.
And nicely done, running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
They get the rebound. Vucevic, And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And then uses his explosiveness once he's gathered the rebound to throw it down.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And pushing it up is Dallas. The Mavericks again in transition.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Hits the three-point bomb.
He's got no problem shooting off the pass, trusting his teammates will get it to him.
Smith dishes to Barnes. Back to Smith. Kicks it to Matthews. Smith outside. 4 on the clock. It's stolen by Vucevic. One-on-one fast break. Shoots over Matthews. That's short off the rim. Mavericks leading by 4. There's a screen by Noel. Lee with the steal. And it's Walker penetrating. Caspi passes to Porzingis. And here's Walker outside. Walker missing again.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Smith kicks to Noel. Dallas moving the ball around. Matthews against Walker. Tries it from 9. Poke loose. Noel dishes to Matthews. Here's Barnes. Vucevic with the block. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Dallas.
And no doubt they relied upon that three-point shot to provide a big chunk of their scoring. That's been a trend in the modern NBA, and they took that philosophy and ran with it.
And New York making a change here. Burks has checked in, and Nerlens Noel out of Kentucky, slender and mobile and long, and Greg, he can cover ground in a hurry.
Hey, boy, and you can see it in his rate of steals to go along with the blocks. That quickness is a huge asset in today's game. It's all about versatility, both offensively and defensively.
And here's Smith following Porzingis' 3. Nowitzki kicks to Matthews. Over Lee. Misses off the left iron. The Knicks have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Down low. And Vucevic throws it down.
All keyed right there from the lead pass. Right on the money.
Now here is Smith. Burke covering. Nowitzki outside. He dishes it to Matthews. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas again missing. And the Knicks with possession. They've got an 8-0 run. Burke the pass to Vucevic. Over Noel. The Mavericks pull it in. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And that was a game where you just sensed that they would get it going and somehow be able to come out with the victory, but just not in the cards on that night.
No, in the end, not even close to being in the cards. Maybe there was some hope for them early on, but by the fourth quarter, people filed out.
Now here's Burke. Dirk Nowitzki unable to get his shot to go. Back to Vucevic. Porzingis kicks to Burke. Picked by Vucevic. Off the screen. Burke can't get it to go.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Now Burke following the three-point attempt by Dennis Smith. As we've seen, many teams play a little bit of a soft zone defensively. What's the best way, you think, Brent, to counteract that when you're trying to run your half-court offense?
Well, the best way to counteract anybody who's softening up on the backside of the zone is to overload that side of the court, Kevin. So now all of a sudden, if you make a shift with more players on one side of the floor, there's no way for 3 to cover 2 on the backside. That's where teams can gain incredible advantage.
Catching up on the changes for New York, Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Porzingis. Williams comes in for Caspi, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Courtney Lee. Now here's Barea. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Vucevic dishes to O'Quinn. Offline. From the high post.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. No, that athletic.
Yeah.
That is not possible. What we just is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And that replay sponsored by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play. Barea, the pass to Finney Smith. Now the feed to Barnes. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Vucevic.
And Harrison Barnes, just a tremendous athlete at that small forward position. I think his strength enables him to guard up and hold his own against power forwards, and coaches love that versatility.
And Greg, you look at the versatility of Barnes. He can defend, I think, 3 positions.
And that's what the league is all about now. Switching on picks, much more popular, and with an all-around solid defender like Barnes, it doesn't uncover mismatches.
Now here's Burke. 11 points for him in that last game against Toronto. Shots good by Williams.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Mavericks trailed by 4. Poked away. 1:36 left to play in the first. Now here's Barea. He's guarded closely. The 11-footer jump shot is good. And that's 13 points. For Barnes.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Picked by O'Quinn. And Mack kicks to O'Quinn. Good, and the nice assist from Mack.
Well, if I was a guard, I'd call out Kyle O'Quinn early and often. Such a good job of knocking around little defenders.
Now here's Barea. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Barnes dishes to Powell. They set the pick. Powell with the screen. Finney Smith passes to Powell. But they get it back. Farrell kicks to Powell. And there's the foul. It'll go on Shelvin Mack. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Curry's checked in. Here's Powell. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. The shot by Curry, no good. Here's New York. They're on a 17-6 run. Hardaway against Curry. Outside Hardaway. To the wing on the left. Here's Burke. Shot clock at 5. Hardaway dishes to Burke. And the Knicks hit again from deep. 5 seconds left to play here in the first. Taken away by Williams. It'll count. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's the New York Knicks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about
play free, just play like you're playing street ball.
Infectious enthusiasm. You see it every time he steps on the floor. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they can take advantage of that moving forward.
Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Marvin Williams. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. Then there's Trey Burke. And it's Mack in at the shooting guard position. They're the group New York will start the second with. Kemba Walker is checked in for New York. Finney Smith passes to Barea. It's stolen by Mack. Pull up Jay, and the basket is good. Hardaway has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Knicks. Mavericks trail by 9.
Take a look at the Knicks over the last few seasons, Kevin, and they just haven't gotten anything going. Last year, they thought they were in a good spot with the additions of Rose and Noah, but the team just couldn't string anything together, had a myriad of problems, both on and off the floor.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
Brent, for the Knicks, they go after big names to try and get a super team together. But unfortunately, they've been getting players on the downside of their career.
I think that's the head-scratching part of all this, Kevin, is that this is New York City, often referred to as the Mecca of basketball, yet free agents have avoided New York. They have not wanted to come and take on the pressure of helping to rebuild the franchise, and many of these issues stem from a disconnect between management and what's going on the floor.
Here's Walker following the score by Dallas. On the wing, Hardaway. Here's Mack. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Mavericks trail by 7. It's Curry outside. Rebound by Williams. New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Outside, Walker, picked by Williams. And Walker kicks to O'Quinn. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
And there's the pass to Finney Smith. Hardaway against Curry. It's Powell on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Finney Smith. Unable to get that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. Outside, Walker. Mag dishes to Walker. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. You've heard the rumors, Brent, the death of the big man, but with guys like Towns and Porzingis and others entering the league that can play on the perimeter and still have that length to make a difference inside, could we see a big man renaissance, or at least maybe see him have more of an impact than people are giving him credit for right now?
Well, I think what we're seeing is the evolution of the 5 spot, Kevin. So it's not that the big man is lost. It's that the big man's doing a lot of the things that the little man used to be asked to do, and that is shooting threes, handle the ball, make some decisions at the top of the key, be a playmaker. It's fascinating to watch guys with this sort of size and this sort of skill, and also being this young, having such a tremendous impact for the organizations they're playing for.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Matthews. He has 6. Dishes to Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. Pass to Farrell. Fires for 3. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Pretty clear that for the New York Knicks, the next best big thing in the city is Kristaps Porzingis. This franchise knows that he's the future and also the present, so he'll be the star that they build around in years to come.
Dallas making a switch here. Nowitzki's checked in. And for KP taking over as the best player on his team, Brent, he's probably earned it. Fantastic play from him, and he has far surpassed expectations.
Well, I think he showed some great signs last year. In his first year, his rookie campaign, he really struggled coming down the stretch. And I think whatever he did in the offseason to prepare himself for his sophomore year got him through the season much more consistently. But how lucky were the Knicks to get this guy, and we'll see if he ends up becoming the cornerstone of what they do in the future.
There's a screen by Noel, and Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Smith checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Farrell. 5 points in the game. Matthews passes to Nowitzki. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Mack kicks to O'Quinn. And a wide open look for Walker. They get it again for the 3. The tray. And it's Walker again missing.
Just not his night so far, guys.
Here's Farrell. He's covered by Mack. The drive by Smith.
Good reach by O'Quinn, getting to the shooter and reading when he was releasing it.
Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Back to Walker. And Mack has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Smith against Walker. Here's Farrell. He's covered by Mack. Here's Nowitzki. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pick by O'Quinn. Walker goes in. Out to Hardaway. Walker in the corner. The 3 from Porzingis. And it's Noel with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 12. In the corner, Farrell. Oh, that's blocked. Left side, Walker. Back to O'Quinn. 3-pointer. And it's Walker that time on the assist from Shelvin Mack. 6 points for Walker.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Dallas calls timeout. And Brent, there aren't a lot of places quite as special as playing here in New York and on this floor. What was it like for you the first time you played against the Knicks in New York?
Unbelievable. I love getting to the big city every year. Amazing to be inside the Garden. I have to tell you, Kevin, one of my favorite things was to walk to the New York Knicks opposing team locker room and see the poster of Frank Sinatra outside the locker room. He did it his way, and we ended up doing it ours.
It's stolen by Smith. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Barnes. And he makes the bucket, true contact, and gets the whistle, too.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. So, Brent, you averaged 21 points a game your senior year in college. What adjustments did you have to make to really score at the NBA level?
Well, I didn't have to ask for the ball much in college, but my first year in the pros, Kevin, I had to do that. I said, I'm open over here.
Right.
You know, really it was just a matter of being comfortable within the system, and then there's always that proving ground, Kevin. The first 6 months as a rookie or a first-year player that's getting ample time, you just want to prove that you're capable of handling your business in the league, and that all happened for me in my rookie year with the Los Angeles Clippers.
Here's Vucevic, and the layup's good off the glass. Vucevic has got 16 points.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Matthews dishes to Smith. Nowitzki sets a screen for Smith. Nowitzki outside. And Matthews kicks to Noel. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Knicks making the shot. It's Matthews on the wing. Good on the triple. He's got 9.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis finishing strong that time, no doubt about that one.
Mavericks trail by 17. Inside, here's Nowitzki. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now here's Porzingis. He picked up 33 points in their last one against Toronto.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
And it's Smith missing. The Knicks leading by 15. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now here's Burke, covered by Smith. Burke, the pass to Vucevic. Back to Burke. Lee kicks to Porzingis. That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
Porzingis against Barnes. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. He's off on the first. Marvin Williams is checked in for Porzingis. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Curry's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Barea subbed in for Smith. And here we go, the Mavericks in a fast break. Here's Barea. Sweet little floater. Barea's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night.
And so it's the New York Knicks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They have been sharp from beyond the arc. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance. A tremendous start for Nikola Vucevic. He ended up with 19 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 steal. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they went downtown and threw a party.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we return to New York, a panoramic vista of downtown Manhattan taken from the observation deck of the Empire State Building. The Knicks leading by 15. On the floor for Dallas. Barnes at the 3 with Dirk at the 4. Smith Jr. runs the point with Matthews at his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Noel in at the center position. Shots good by Walker.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Nowitzki a screen. Now the dish to Matthews. Over Lee. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Matthews. I'm not sure, Greg, there's a player who better fits the description of a grinder than Wes Matthews.
Yeah, so tough, too. I mean, mentally and physically. He talks about inflicting his personality on the team, and he truly is what I'd call a culture builder.
The Knicks have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. And the first one drops. Kemba Walker hits them both. Mavericks trail by 20. Smith outside. The three from Barnes. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 5 assists in the game.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Barnes outside. Matthews against Lee. And Matthews with the basket on the assist by Barnes.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one, Kevin. Tough to defend against.
Feeds it to Lee. And here's Walker outside. Drains the three-pointer. Walker's got 10 points in just the second half.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
Barnes outside. Over Caspi. Barnes can't get it to go.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. The defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Lee dishes to Walker. Lee kicks to Porzingis. No good from outside.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And the explosive athletic nature of Smith's game, really exciting. Just a guy at the point with a ton of upside.
The Knicks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Farrell's checked in for the Mavericks.
Very interesting hire for the New York Knicks as they went outside the triangle to find Jeff Hornacek, who had coached in Phoenix for a couple of years. And he's the kind of coach trying to feel it out as the roster has changed over. They've dealt with some injuries. We'll see if he finally finds some footing here in the Big Apple.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
Dallas calls timeout. And some players thrive on that style Hornacek has. Others get bothered by it because it causes problems.
Well, he'll discuss things with you and try to smooth things over, and maybe players just aren't used to a coach being that open and honest. And in the heat of battle, sometimes egos can be very fragile. You're also in a very big city where the attention can grow stronger and stronger. So a lot to deal with behind the coaching of Jeff Hornacek.
Whenever you get a chance to see Porzingis play, Brent, you get a sense of excitement.
He's definitely one of the players in the league that I like to watch, and mostly because I'm interested in the progression of Kristaps Porzingis. When he first came in, it was all about those follow-up highlight dunks on the offensive end where he was throwing things down as putbacks. But now it's about refining his game and becoming more consistent night in and night out.
Nowitzki, the pass to Barnes. Not enough on that one as it misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And O'Quinn kicks to Porzingis, and he's good on the 3-ball. Porzingis has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Knicks.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
Pass to Barnes. There's a screen by Noel. Just 5 on the clock. Barnes dishes to Nowitzki. From down in the low post, it goes. Nowitzki's got 8.
Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
A 3 from Porzingis. The Mavericks pull it in. Nowitzki's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Launches the 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Walker. He's got 16. Picked by O'Quinn. And it's Walker penetrating. A 3 from Porzingis. Good, and the nice assist from Mack. Max got assist number 5 here tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Barnes passes to Noel. Back to Barnes. Takes a shot at the elbow. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Walker against Smith. Walker's shot is off.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Farrell gets the bucket.
The defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
And that led to a few of their key guys spending long stretches of the game on the bench because of foul trouble. Hard to find yourself back in a rhythm when you do that.
And Dallas again with the bucket.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. Zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Porzingis kicks to Walker. Swiped it away. And they're on the break. Here's Farrell. And sticking right with it. Gets the foul with the bucket. And he'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line. And when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
Now Walker, he's got 16. In the corner, O'Quinn with it. Now here is Hardaway. He's covered closely. Just 4 to shoot. Walker's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 18. Finney-Smith kicks to Powell. Porzingis with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. New York on D. Barea dishes to Powell. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. O'Quinn's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Porzingis. Misses off the right iron. Here's Farrell. It's deflected. Right side to Walker. Again, the miss by Walker.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
They need this one. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. 18 points for Kemba Walker.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
Barea, the pass to Barnes. In the corner, Farrell. Sinks the three-pointer. Farrell's got 11 points in the quarter.
The D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Outside, Walker. The 3. Sinks the triple. Walker's got 21.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
Barea kicks to Barnes. 1:58 left to play in the third. It's good. He's got 24.
And so far are going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Walker's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 18. Passes it to Barea. Shoots over Walker. And that one goes long. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking. And more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Yeah, no question. It looks like they've rented out room. Along the perimeter in this ball game. And they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
Dallas calls timeout. Watch Kyle O'Quinn play, and you see a player who's a solid option off the bench.
Well, out of Norfolk State, Kyle O'Quinn has the kind of size that you would want for that position. I'm not sure necessarily about a skill set as a stretch four out there, but he brings great energy, a nose for rebounding, and comes in and gives you consistent effort.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Vucevic, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Caspi comes in for Porzingis. Lee's checked in for Hardaway. And Trey Burke subbed in for Kemba Walker. Lee dishes to Caspi. Back to Lee. He kicks it to Caspi. Clock at 6. Here's Vucevic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
For New York, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Correa, the pass to Barnes. Over Williams. Barnes with another miss. New York leading by 23. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the right side. Here's Vucevic. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Knicks have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Vucevic. 20 seconds left in the third. Dallas has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Here's Barea. Powell with the screen. Barnes outside. Barnes with another miss. Lee. Not going to go that time. And so it's New York holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Here's Curry. Vucevic is out there with Williams. Then there's Caspi. Then there's Trey Burke. That's the 5 for New York right now. Kicks to Barea. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by New York.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Burke kicks to Vucevic. Curry with the steal. 14 feet away. Here's McDermott. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Well, you knew that Doug McDermott was going to be a classic shooter when he came into the league with all those points he racked up at Creighton University. A great shooting motion, a high, quick release, and I'm just impressed with the range. That he's able to fire from. Sometimes 4 or 5 feet from behind the line, no problem from Dougie McBuckets.
Nowitzki a screen. Here's Barea. He feeds it to Noel. It's good. Great play set up by Barea.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
And Brent with McDermott, he does have great range. It's something that defenders have to respect and is opening up more for him.
And the idea for McDermott is you cannot be a one-trick pony in this league, Kevin. So getting more comfortable at times, maybe playing with the back to the basket, moving off of screens, maybe cutting around defenders. He's going to have to show some more versatility in his offensive game to stick around.
Smith dishes to Curry. Smith drives in. Vucevic with the block. At the elbow, Williams. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Nerlens Noel did not like that at all.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Max checked in for the Knicks. And Dallas also making a switch. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Smith. And there's the foul. It'll go on Shelvin Mack. That'll be his second foul of the game. And stolen by Burke.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help. Out quickly, then the beautiful execution. You can't do it any better.
There's running the floor, and then there's running the floor with purpose. And I love the energy on this play.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
Yeah, really trying to sell it out there, but the official he ain't buying.
Pick by Vucevic. Burke, the pass to Williams. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got his 7th assist here tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Nowitzki a screen. Barea kicks to Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
That's good from Noel. Brent, it's amazing how the three-point shot has evolved and how much it's being used. And some teams now almost entirely perimeter-based. That three-point shot is the first thing out of their mouth. Can you see a team winning a championship that way?
I saw teams win championships. That's the Warriors and the Cavs. If you look at what they did from the three-point line and the type of damage they did, Kevin, that absolutely was a huge reason why they were championship contenders. You could even look at teams that are qualifying for the playoffs as usually 6 or 7 teams that are in each conference. Of those 8, Kevin, are proficient three-point shooting teams.
Vucevic with the block. Now here's Burke, guarded by Barea. No good from Caspi.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Taken away by Williams. Up top, Burke, guarded by Barea. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. And slam dunk by Vucevic. Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. They set the pick. He dishes it to Noel. And stolen by Noel. A nice shot by Barea. Here's New York. They're on a 16-6 run. On the wing, Williams. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And Marvin Williams, for a long while, had been viewed as a tweener. You know, a player who was stuck somewhere, Greg, between the small and power forward positions.
Yeah, and for a lot of players, that is plenty to get you minutes. I mean, Williams has improved on his defense here later in his career, and he shot more threes, and it's really become a weapon for him over the course of his career.
Finney-Smith kicks to Nowitzki. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. New York moving it around. But they recover it.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Farrell for 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Farrell's got 19 points.
And he's been hitting from out there. Defensively, you're going to have to change some things up.
The classic catch-22 guy right here. If you key in on him, you're going to open up other opportunities for his teammates to have good looks.
and still he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Back to Mack. There's the feed to Burke. Puts up a three. Good on the three-point shot.
And you can see the second chance points now starting to be a major factor.
Here's Farrell. There's a screen by Noel. Farrell passes to Noel. And here is Burke. Outside Williams. Back to Burke. There's the three. And no good that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Curry kicks to Finney-Smith. Dishes to Noel. Pass to Farrell. There's a screen by Noel. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Farrell. Another shot. And it's Noel missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Mack dishes to Burke, fires the three. Again, Williams missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Nowitzki for three, cans it from downtown.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
And Vucevic kicks to O'Quinn. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
Troy Williams checked in for Marvin Williams. Measury, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Mike Powell comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Farrell passes to Powell. To the paint, here's Measury. Goes back up and count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it three.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Hey, Brent, what are some of the biggest differences between NBA play and international play?
I think in international play, and we're moving more and more towards it, Kevin, is possessions oftentimes involve 5 to 6 passes and exploring quick cuts to the basket, big guys away from the hoop, and opening up space around the lane for cutters to get in there and slicing through with passes to get available scoring opportunities. A lot of these coaches have borrowed some sets, especially during international competition with the Olympics, that they've brought back to training camps for the NBA season.
Passing, cutting, shooting. I mean, those are the most attractive things to the naked eye to see and watch.
You know what, Kevin? That sounds a lot like basketball to me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Over in the corner, Williams. Here's Mack. New York needs to get off a shot. A three from Porzingis.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Vucevic.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
Matt, and that one is good.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
Finney-Smith kicks to Measury. Powell with the screen. Here's Curry, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. 23 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Porzingis, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Remember, the 4th pick overall in the draft. Porzingis emerging as a key contributor way ahead of schedule.
That one misses. Here are the Mavericks now. Curry with it. To the inside. And the basket good by Mejri.
And you'll take that shot every time down. Beautiful work all the way around.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, tick-tock and not much time on the clock left. Double-digit lead and coming up rose.